Welcome back to a classic game of Age of Mythology Retold. Today we've got two titans playing Archanger, going to be playing Hades up against Kimo's Ra. Guys, I swear I want to see a Ra victory in the worst way. I've casted, like, I don't even know the percentage of the games I've casted them in Ra games. I think most of them are Ra games because I love Ra and I want to see him win. Can Kimo do it today with Ra up against the Greeks? If anybody can do it, Kimo, he's our man. He can do it. Nobody can, right? Oh man, I hope so. Let's see. Kimo playing Ra today. And we're out here on Oasis. Let's check out the relics we got. Ooh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 relics. It's going to be. Nose of the Sphinx. Increased building hit points. Does Nose of the Sphinx always spawn on this map? I don't know if there's certain relics that like always spawn on certain maps. I think they're random, but it'd be interesting if some relics had like home maps or something. Black Lotus, villagers farm faster. Oh, there's a Ra relic for you. Arrows of the Ulfar increase the ranged attack of buildings. And Tusk of the Iron Boar increase cav hit points. Now, as far as we talk about, you know, I don't think going straight for farms is as popular in Age of Mythology Retold. This is a map that doesn't have as much food available, right? Actually, I guess for Ra, actually kind of comes out okay because it does gather the same rate from berry bushes. So you got that initial hunt, you get the berry bushes, you got some expansions with some monkeys. I don't like rocking around eating these monkeys. There's a lot of villager walking time involved with these guys, and look how cute they are. You can't eat these. Oh man. But yeah, these are some nice Egyptian relics. I think he's set up for success here today. Now, if we think back towards like the launch of Age of Mythology, you know, months and months ago, it feels like it's been out forever, hasn't it? It's only been like what, like a month and some change. Hades was one of the civilizations that was just absolutely annihilating everyone on ladder, just sitting at the top, doing great. Has got a lot of nerfs to Egyptians. I mean, most recently, centaurs getting hit with the nerf hammer in the recent patch. Even archers, the Toxote, now take longer to fire. So I would imagine that Hades stonks are pretty down right now. Not going to be looking in a great spot. Ra's been getting tiny buffs here and there. Also looking at Achilles, run slower, a number of things like that, right? So we'll see. Maybe it's enough to give Ra a chance. Will it be? Hidosa, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. I greatly appreciate your support over on Twitch. Thank you. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you aren't subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Hit it, it's free. Please subscribe to the channel. Villagers out here on the zebras. Gonna be transitioning to gold as he ages up. It's gonna be a Ta age up. So you'll see the Wadjet, you'll see Shadoof for those cheaper farms. And also some nice upgrades, electrum bullets, leather frame, scalloped axe. On the other side, we have Ares. Don't feel like you see this one as often. Of course, that gives access to the Cyclops for the Greeks. Cyclops. Also got Pestilence and some nice upgrades. The Phobos Spear of Panic, Deimos' Sword of Dread, Enu's Bow of Horror. Okay, so some Cyclops. He's got several villagers on there. He says, you know what? Centaurs are out, Cyclops are in. So he's leaning into the new Hades meta. At least he's trying to. Food-wise, he'll have to, after this expansion, decide if he wants to go all the way down here or if he's going to move to farms. I mean, you can get these giraffes, which he is doing up there right now. Cyclops chilling in base. Now, that's a lot of villagers on wood. Is this for a second town center, perhaps? I'm not so sure. I think he's already spent some of this wood. Got houses coming in. Can't really tell too much yet. Not too much yet. Oh, we do have early husbandry, actually. So going to be increasing the villagers, they can carry more food. So this is quite nice because, especially with berries, when you're walking around a little bit, you can gather more food before they have to turn around. So it helps your efficiency out. But look at this. Kimo going for a second town center. So we have 2 settlements for the Egyptians here rather early on. What do you see? Greek villagers continuing to hunt these giraffe. Get some nice giraffe steaks on the barbecue. It's a lot of villagers on favor. He is getting the vaults of Erebus. That's why I was getting so much wood. So that's a trickle of gold. 2.0 trickle rate. One of the best, I think one of the best early techs in the game. I think that's a nice one. I think it's quite good. There's Achilles with his slower movement speed. Look at him. Moving like a slow little... He barely is even galloping. He's barely even moving. He was zooming before, though. He was zooming. Okay, so we've got 2 raw town centers. A Wadjet back at home. And some barracks. So that could be some spearmen, perhaps. Perhaps we'll see some spearmen. So no early pressure yet, but we do see 2 stables right now for Hades. 2 stables, and there's that Shadoof upgrade coming in for the Egyptians, which will decrease the cost of farms. So farming transition could be underway. A nice thing to do on this map. And what is this? He's getting the Will of Kronos. Ares upgrades your Cyclops to Elder Cyclops to have more attack and inflict area damage. Ooh, I think Hades is staying in the second age. He's making Cyclops, he's making Cav, he's maybe just chilling back and then maybe going to hit some kind of timing attack on Ra as he's going for a farm transition. That's my prediction right now. We'll see if that's what kind of pans out. Okay, there's a... oh my gosh, you hear that? Oh. Oh yeah, that guy's cool. I like the Cyclops, pretty cool. Cool myth unit. This thing is absolutely gnarly in battle. I feel like we haven't seen as much Cyclops as we're perhaps going to see in newer days now that we've seen those nerfs of Centaurs come in. Centaurs were just so good before. But Cyclops doesn't mess around. It's pretty strong. Pretty strong myth unit to have. Now, Egyptians may be better dealing with them than most because they can make a bunch of priests, use the pharaoh, etc., etc. Might even see some electrum bullets with this slingers. Building a market. Is he trying to age up? Perhaps. Farm transition is probably near. I don't really foresee him walking out these baboons or even these giraffes. He does have obelisks to keep an eye on things out here in the field. And spearmen can be nice little raiding units in Age of Mythology. For the Egyptians, you don't have Cav, so he's going to go for some spearmen early on. And actually, look at this. He sees. Okay, we got some stables. He knows there's archers, meaning there's some archer ranges. He's a Cyclops. Gives a little idea what's going on. He also knows this army is just sitting in the base at the moment. So he's got time. If he wants to age up, he can certainly sneak up to the next age. Now, he just spent a lot of gold on this farm transition. So here's his farms coming in. But he might actually sell some food for gold. I almost wonder. Let's keep an eye on this and see if he does. Just so he can just hit the age up like right now. I'm not sure if he will. Adding some more rain in as well. Does he have his farming upgrades? I think he does. Let's see. Do I have to be on him to... I don't always trust the tooltips. I don't think he has his farming upgrade yet. Unless he just got... Wait, did he just get it? Right as I said that? No, he doesn't have it yet. So you typically don't want to use it until you have a plow upgrade. Maybe he does. Wait, oh, it shows on the villager, perhaps. Or is it on the farm? It's confusing. Right here? Yeah, he only has this one. Okay, we're right. Oh no, I'm second my guessing myself. I just thought he had it already. Okay, 4 barracks, and he's training up spearmen. He just canceled them. He's aging up. I'm surprised he hasn't popped rain here. Maybe he'll do it during age up. But I might use it just a little sooner. Oh boy, in this book, look guys, did I say it? I was like, he's waiting, he's building up an army, and just as his farm transition in, he's gonna go for an attack, and that's what's going on. We see the Cyclops pretty much uncontested. He's got 3 of those. This will just break through this town center pretty quickly. Doesn't have much of an army to really defend. He's got some spearmen, but number of archers there. I'm not sure the spearmen can take it. Maybe the Wadjet can take out the archers on the back line. Could perhaps do what he needs, but this is where it's gonna get dangerous. Lots of villagers out here. He's farming. He didn't even get clicked up. I thought maybe he was gonna get an age up in, but he gets these villagers out here. Does he have the skin of the rhino? Okay, he does. So he actually uses the villagers, but they take a ton of damage. Look at the area attack of these Cyclops. That's what he has to watch out for. He's gonna lose a ton all of a sudden. This next area right there, boom, 1, 2, 3. Look at all the villagers going down, losing a number of them. He is up on villagers though, so decides, you know what, this is my army. Look at the Cyclops. The area damage this guy dishes out could just be so deadly. But will it be enough for him to hold on? Losing a lot of villagers in this fight. Pharaohs and priests, though, continuing to fight up against these Elder Cyclops. They come in Achilles in there, working on that backline of Wadjet. Villagers and spearmen hold the fight. Well, there you guys have it, guys. Villagers stronger than the Greek Cyclop horde. That's it. Oh, he gets a spearman! And he gives him a throw. Farm coming in right now. Able to get some farming down, some rain. Did I say farm's coming in right now? Rain coming in right now. A nice hold. And now with this, guys, this should put Ra in a pretty commanding position. When you go 2 TC, you have less army, and then you hold against kind of an all-in push like that, like it kind of was. He's going to be in a great spot. His economy is going to set up to go to the next age. But let's see what happens. Maybe the Greeks can pull something out, but Hades. Are we perhaps going to see the Ra victory we've been waiting and hoping for? It says right now Hades still ahead as far as the score is concerned. I don't think he can just keep yeeting units across the map like this. Watch it. Just definitely, I think a little bit of an underrated myth unit, particularly for defense. I think it's a very nice unit to have on the back line. I mean, these were able to help take out a lot of those archers in that big engagement. Spearmen have just excellent mobility. So yeah, he's got a spearman and a Wadjet. Could be a nice composition at the moment. Okay, we see a little expansion on the south side. Scout should see that. Now, it looks like he says, okay, he definitely can't afford to really go for a farm transition right now. Has to play a little risky. Could be going for the baboons out here. The poor little monkeys. Oh, these are, oh my gosh. Somebody call PETA. This monkey did nothing wrong. Oh, those cute little monkeys. Spearmen have great movement speed, as you're seeing right now on display. He's just getting out there. These are the raiding cav of the Egyptians. Okay, Wadjet is going to be trying to focus down this Elder Cyclops as they come towards the back line. Picks up a slinger and he throws him. Oh my gosh. Lots of Wadjets. The Cyclops push. That was pretty scary. That was a fun little moment. I'm actually not sure he would have held it if he hadn't fought with all those villagers. I think that was a great move, using the rhino skin, sacrificing some villagers, rest in peace, but they brought it together, and I think they really helped that fight, tank a lot of damage. Okay, Slinger. The Cyclops continuing to throw units through the air. Cyclops doing pretty good on the front line. But the Egyptian reinforcements are so strong. Oh, he's going shifting sands. Where did he just use that? Did he use it to retreat? Yeah, he did. Oh, he was getting the Wadjet out of there. Probably a smart move. Achilles probably would have taken him out. Just now starting to get some of those upgrades. Both players staying in second age. There's no one trying to age up at the moment. Okay, so Wadjet's going to sit here. Slinger is going to be able to just shred this Toxite. Ooh, the area attack of the Cyclops. Really does a lot of damage. Taking out those Greek heroes. Once he can take out the Greek heroes, the Wadjet can just really start doing work, as you're seeing right now. Oh, look at all these things. Okay, Wadjet chasing the Cyclops across the middle of the field. I feel like Archanger keeps biting off fights that he maybe can't take, but can continue to try to play aggressively here. The Egyptian army, of course, is getting stronger and stronger, and of course with Ra, you can just cast rain over and over again if you have monuments. I don't think he has he has 2 monuments right now at home, so not a ton of them, but just enough to get the favor he needs. He's also been spending some favor on Wadjet, so something to consider. Ajax just now getting the front line. The problem really will start to be these slingers with the electrum bullets. He does have this upgrade, so it does extra divine damage. But Hippies on top of these slingers be a nice option for this, as well as we got a Cyclops in there. Don't forget they do the area of attack. That was a good fight for him. So definitely has the weaker economy, but doing a lot with it. Takes out pretty much all of those slingers. Toxite going to be pretty good at fighting these spearmen. That was a good engagement for the Greeks. If he can push his opponent off gold, this is where things can suddenly get really dicey. Where it's like, oh, you're winning, you've got the better economy, feeling great, and then suddenly, like, boom, you're cut off from gold and your Egyptians. That could be massive, but he does have this gold on the bottom side, so that risk isn't really there yet. We're seeing villagers actually coming in here and attack moving with that rhino skin, and they very much can do a lot of tanking, and while it was looking to be an impressive push, it does look like Kimo will be able to hold this with the help of his villagers. Okay, that's a lot of spearmen. 16 spearmen. I mean, this Egyptian army is growing and growing. He has not used the pestilence yet. Horror, I guess, sentinel, but doesn't really have a need for it. Oh man, what is this? This is what the pros do, guys. When they're ahead, they just get further ahead. He's adding a third town center, his opponent on 1 TC. Oh boy, this is gonna just put his eco over the top. Certainly a greedy play though. But look at this, he's got all of his barracks around his town center. Why does he have them like this? Because of the area inspiration here from the empowerment from the monument. So he's getting buffed on all of those. And now he's sitting here on pop max. Pretty much unstoppable. We'll probably see him considering aging up to, actually, Hades is gonna age up. He just now clicked up. He's gonna go up with Apollo. But I'm not sure it's gonna be enough. Will Kimo stay in this age or will he try to go up? He doesn't have the gold really to do it yet. We said what? 2 Cyclops in there, but now there's a number of priests. The Cyclops are a little bit less of a threat. The slingers plus the priests can really focus down Cyclops if they want to. You see him doing it right now. He's focusing that Elder Cyclops here on the north side. But they come to the back line and they're gonna go for some area of attacks. He actually throws. Honestly, I think that special is wasted opportunity. The reason I say that is because each one of these hits does area damage. He would almost be better just turning that off and just allowing it just to do its regular attack. In those situations, because he spent a lot of time, you know, picking up a unit and throwing it versus just wailing away like this. I wonder if that's something to consider with Cyclops. Yeah, look at these things. Yeah, that's what you can watch out. Is you could think you're winning a fight and then suddenly the Cyclops just shred your army. Oh my gosh, doing a great job. We've got raw slinger propaganda in chat. Well, people keep talking about that raw slingers are so strong, but if they are so strong, explain to me why their win rate is still like lower than all of the other civilizations.
Into you.
Slingers might be good, but there's a lot of stuff that's not. Okay, he uses this Hades up in the next age and gonna be targeting down the villagers. A nice little use of these shades with the underworld passage. Cause little problems, and this is going to be kind of annoying for Ra to deal with at the moment. But luckily, the villagers do escape. He does have his towns there nearby, but this is given an opportunity to kind of play harassment. Then he can pop over to the other side once the Egyptian army arrives. Ra just now clicking up with Sobek. Yes, here we go, Sobek. The best minor god in the game about to come out. Maybe we'll see the new Locust in action. Okay, so the Greeks splitting their army. His goal right now, stop the gold. If he can somehow push his opponent off of gold, really quickly, Egyptians can fall behind. They can have all the villagers in the world. If they lose their gold, not gonna be feeling so great. But I'm not sure he's got enough to exactly execute this task at the moment. I'm gonna jump back through this underworld passage here in a moment. And he takes out a few units there, but here comes the... Ooh, that's a really compact army. I would say these choke points can be bad spots to fight Cyclops at times. If you really group your units up, Cyclops is gonna have fun with that. Interested to see him taking this engagement. Pestilence is used. Manticore, though, able to dish out a lot of damage from the backline. There you go, Ra. In the next stage, we'll use Locust. He does use it right in this choke point. Ooh, but kind of missing most of the army. A classic Sobek move right there. Yeah, Locust still just not doing a whole lot. Not sure that's the best way to use it, but not very impressive. Okay, so continuing to take this fight, Manticore sees villagers. He sees the villagers. He's going to target them, taking a big hit at them, but of course, they've got extra HP. You need to watch out. Those villagers can come back and get him. Yep, that's what's going to happen. Pharaoh, too. You're taking out that Manticore. Down he goes. The Egyptians just laughing at the puny Greeks at this moment. Says, I got this just fine. Takes out the rest of that army. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I thought he might kind of bait the army and then go the other way and target these farms or something. But he put everything he had at this fight. Okay, we do see more Greek troops coming through to reinforce. Not sure it's going to work out. Is there a tourney soon? The Genesis Retold tournament by EGC is going to be happening at the end of this month. Big tens of thousands of dollar Age of Mythology tournament. That'll be over on EGC TV. It'll be going on later this month. I may or may not be casting some. We'll see. I have a lot less time these days with you know, a 4-month-old at home and stuff, so a lot going on. I also work at a startup, so life can just get really busy at times. A lot of my Sundays have been occupied because I'm a Bengals season ticket owner. Great year to be a Bengals season ticket owner. Jeez. I don't know how I got this lucky. I waited on the wait list all this time. Well, I haven't seen a single win in person. Hopefully that changes. I guess with the Eagles game coming up. I don't know. It's bad. It's real bad. Okay, Archanger. Staying alive. You know, I feel like Kimo has been massively ahead eco-wise, but Hades continuing to bring in some big hits. He's able to do raids. He's staying active on the map. He's doing the best he can with the tools he has at the moment. I mean, he really invested in that early, obviously that early H2 all-in. But behind this, he's added some additional town centers in, and as this goes on, he can negate some of this difference as, you know, Villager Max gets hit, and if he can win some engagements, suddenly that advantage doesn't become so massive. But at the moment, of course, Kimo is sitting with a good number of techs. Eco in an amazing spot. Look at this. He could go up to the Mythic Age right now, which I imagine we will see. But for now, that's just resources in the bank. Not doing nothing against him. But not for long. Horus is underway. The god of vengeance. We'll have the tornado. We'll have the Avengers. It'll be a good old time. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so retreating at the moment. Not sure what he's waiting for back here, but he is training some heroes. We got laser alligators on the back line and a lot of slingers. I'm working late because I'm a slinger. Oh, down goes the Cyclops. How's he gonna deal with this? He's trying to make hippies. But with this massive slingers, he can just like one-shot any hippies that comes close. Pretty closely. Maybe not one shot, but pretty much eat him right away. Look at this. He's melting everything like a laser. Okay, Cyclops though, gonna come in here, and the Cyclops is the great equalizer. I'm telling you, I bet you it's better to turn the special off sometimes. But I guess it does area damage, I think, when he throws that thing. The Cyclops has really made a big difference in a lot of these fights. Imagine if he had 3 or 4 of them there or something crazy. Grabs them, gonna throw. He splits. Okay, I might be wrong. Look at that. Okay, it does area damage too, so. Oh man, that was great. That was great. Cyclops, sleeper OP. Oh, you just gotta hope he throws at the right thing. They're weird myth units, that's for sure. But when they hit, they are just, they could be. And I feel like at this point his best bet would be go mass Cyclops. I have lost this before where I was like, oh, I'm just winning. I have this giant army, and suddenly like 6 Cyclops come out and just delete everything. Yeah, he needs priests. A little bit of a misplay here, but it doesn't matter. He's about to have tornado, and this is a prime spot for a tornado, I must say. We'll see if he uses it. Lolly Cyclops low in HP as well. Okay, tornado's ready. Here it comes. Okay. Could be in some trouble. Tornado could get cast. Does he use it on the army? Does he save it for the main base? We will see. Again, Hades. Not doing so bad. He's an age behind, but he's hanging in here. He's 3 TC. He could age up if he wanted to. There's his Avengers on the front line, and these are going to really start to cause quite some problems. Oh boy, if he uses a tornado as these guys are retreating right here, would be a great spot for it. Let's see if he does. He's saving it up. Okay, slingers, again, going to be just so good, especially in these later ages. He's got all these techs coming in right now. He's got the flaming, burning pitch going to be on the way. But he is aging up. And that's going to be with Artemis. Chimera going to be available as a myth unit once he gets there. Also be seeing some Earthquake. Okay, continuing the fighting on. Elder Cyclops taking a lot of damage from this priest, but they can tank quite a bit. They're chonky boys. I don't know about the Toxite versus the purely slinger composition. Not working so great right now. I think he's going to be trying to pick off the priest. We could see villagers start to come burn down the walls of the Greek base here soon. We got medium axemen, but they've got big shields. They got their upgrades. Look at these. He's got all these greatest of 50 Horus. Gives military hit points and speed. Axe of Vengeance. Stronger against buildings, and that's what we're seeing right now come into play. We got a Migdol going down. Hades is in trouble. Big trouble. If he wasn't already in trouble, he's in more trouble now. Here comes Cyclops. Not really much to deal with the Cyclops over here. Might be able to hold this. Yeah, he doesn't really have the army to take this right now. Slingers, the burning pitch will help them, I guess, siege buildings. Kind of insane. Look at this. Look at this. This is disgusting. Slingers OP. Nerf slingers. Nerf slingers. They're taking down fortresses. Can Ra win? We might see one. I will say if Kimo loses this, it would be incredible. It would all but confirm that Ra needs major buffs. Beyblade birds go brrr. Don't even need siege, slinger, universal, everything. Okay, there we go. The next stage, he's got earthquake, but where does he use it? Not very useful right now. I mean, honestly, maybe here? I don't know. I'm not sure where I'd want to use earthquake. I'm always underwhelmed by earthquake in the first place. He's probably getting his building upgrades. Let's see if he does. Yeah, he's got his like architects upgrades. So like earthquake ain't gonna do much. But he's in the next age. Gonna focus on the north side. We see heavy hippies moving in. The thing he does have is kind of the mobility of his army, but I mean we're looking at the Egyptians with production on both sides, but he can't really pound through this. He needs to maybe consider, crazy thought, maybe consider like one siege unit. I don't know. Because I feel like Greeks can repel this all day long. Okay, Kimo right now, 10k lead. We're now seeing Pop Max, as we see some mercenary being trained as well. Champion Toxite. Manticore doing a good job taking out a lot of these villagers. Oh, here we go. We got the Chimera on the front line. Manticore gonna be taking out those villagers. Next special could be enough to do it. Towers got buffed recently. I guess towers get more damage in the later stages. Okay, here comes a Heliopolis. Okay, tornado is used. Is it enough though? Tornado gonna be targeting down that fortress. He loses one siege unit. Mostly doing a whole lot of nothing. This is my experience with tornado in a lot of cases. He killed it was aggroed by walls. Okay, so mythic god power kills one Heliopolis and some wall segments and damages a house. Yeah, that's the tornado experience. At this point, I think he shoots earthquake right here. Look at this. Look at all these towers. This might be the spot for it. I think so. Let's see if he goes for it. But I think they might even survive. He needs to hold against these camels. We also got, it looks like some spearmen on the top side fighting. Trade starting to get set up for the Egyptians, so he's preparing for the late game. 30-minute game. Gotta give Hades some credit here. He's fought very hard, being, I would say, behind economically from the early stages. Yeah, this has to... Oh yeah, Sentinels is available. He can do Sentinels right here, at the very least. Chilling. He does upgrade his buildings. Okay, Heliopolis goes down. I think this is where the fight's going to be focused. Looks like he's trying to build a wall segment there, as he is also setting up his own trade. But Egyptians are just set up so nicely, so nicely. Probably has most of the upgrades. And these, oh yeah. As he starts to get some catapults in here, they're really going to change things up. These towers are actually doing a lot of damage. Please use the earthquake. Maybe he's waiting for all of the towers to be built. That's what, isn't there a tower limit? Yes, you can build 20 of them. So maybe when there's 20 towers, he will build this. Maybe. I don't know if he'll survive that point. Still making a ton of Toxitates. Guess you gotta deal with the spearmen somehow. He's got hippies as well. A little bit of a stalemate going on. Looking at Raw, he could cast Locust again if he wants. He's actually spending a lot of his bank. So it's not like he's floating a ton of resources. He's trying to break this line. I think maybe the biggest problem right now, he's got units just kind of chilling out here in the open field. Here comes that Locust right now. But he needs to build a forward base. Kimo needs some, I mean, he does some migdals, but maybe needs some forward barracks as well to help with this. Locust going to be taking out a few farms. Nothing really major there. It's just Locust, guys. Kills a few farms, tickles a few villagers. And there it is, earthquake coming in. There we go. Is it going to do enough damage? A lot of these buildings are upgraded. The epicenter of the earthquake was just beautiful, crumbling the infrastructure of the Egyptians. But those are mostly towers. The army is still there. But he does. He takes out all those towers. Egyptians like, whatever. Those were just extra units for me. He needs more units. He needs more food, which he doesn't have right now. Looks like he maybe just bought some. Trying to stay alive in this. We just have all, like, pretty much fully teched up Egyptian army. That's what's hard right now. Slinger's going to be taking down the fortress. It is, I do think slingers should not do this much damage versus buildings. I mean, that's a lot of them. I know it's burning pitch. Don't love that they can just take down fortresses. Feels a little cracked. But it's the same thing, guys. Same thing, remember. Like, people complain about late games and RTSs getting too stalematey. Like, this is how you break that. Good. Right? Gotta be able to take out the buildings multiple ways. But right now, Hades, I think, has fought very, very hard, very valiantly. I don't think it's going to be enough. I just don't see how he's going to hold this army. The Egyptian army is just barreling forward. Peltus finally entering the chat. Peltus have not been here for the majority of this game. Another fortress being built up. Sticks and stones might break my bones. Yeah. But flaming pitch will burn my house down. Is that how it goes? Sticks and stones break my burn. The burning pitch burns my house down. Okay, Cyclops. I have not seen the Age 4 hero from the Greeks yet. Big Cyclops hero. Oh, there you go. That's one way to deal with the siege. There they go. They're gone. Oh, I want to see him pick up an elephant. Sometimes they pick up the elephant. He's actually holding this front line. The tower is going to continue to come in. He is training on some Helopolis. Actually, you know what? No. I was going to say, like, maybe mass siege towers could take down the slingers, but I'm not sure they would. Because they seem to kill everything. Fun fact, like, the catapults will counter out the siege towers. Yeah, you see that right there? That's the thing. That's going to go down. Okay, so towers end up being the extra ban you have once you are maxed out an army, because he's got no more population left. Helopolis trying to take out the town center. Oh, I didn't realize the Egyptians took his own town center. By the way, Relic's just out here on the map still. Increase the range attack of buildings. Which one is this? Villagers farm faster. Could be very helpful right now. Cap hit points, building hit points. Yeah, you may want to grab this, but it's probably not going to happen. At this stage of the game, that's the least of his worries. But in Mythic Age, when you're maxed out, that's where you start thinking about those types of things. It's kind of impressive at the fact of how much extra military or extra population the Egyptians have, and they still haven't been able to like really like crush a fight. It's been like a slow burn here, certainly. Mercenary's got a recent buff, I believe, so those are gonna be very effective as Kimo starts floating some gold. He's spending every bit of gold he has. I'm just trying to imagine, like, if Hades had this, like, we flipped the roles here. Like, I feel like Hades would just be rolling this fight. This is where, like, Ra still, even with everything it's got, struggles to get the job done here. Sentinels would be nice, yes, certainly. He's saving it. He's saving it for a rainy day. And with Ra on the map, a rainy day could happen frequently. Okay, right now we're seeing the Toxite up against elephants. I don't think that's the move. He's trying to make some Padromos. But Kimo, with maybe the first Ra victory in the history of our streams, Kimo takes down Archanger after a 35-minute slugfest. And, you know, I gotta give credit. Archanger, he went for this Age 1 all in. It was gutsy. It didn't work out. Often you instantly lose in a lot of situations, but he held on. He was able to get his own challengers online. There were moments in that game where he started to get some good pushes, get some good momentum going, but just really hard to recover from that. I would love to see these guys replay, most certainly. But Ra finally getting a victory. Is Ra OP? Are Slingers OP? Or is it just Kimo who's OP? Guys, I hope you enjoyed this cast of game of Age of Mythology Retold. If you did, consider subscribing to the stream. Leave me some comments down below. Comment or 2 or 3. And I hope to see you guys in the next cast. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.